Hey guys, what's going on? Dream Reaver 23 here with a first look at a new game out by Introversion Software. Now, Introversion Software has been in the business for a while. They are still a small indie company. They actually have quite a few awards. They started off in their first game they put out was Uplink. Their next one they came out with was Darwinia. Darwinia was a 2006 Independent Game of the Year winner. Had tons of awards. It was noticed at E3. After that, they came out with DEF CON in 2007. It won awards in 2008. Multiwinia, and then now Prison Architect. A great game. Prison Architect is the game that we are playing because I didn't say that at first. But really fun game. It's a lot of people do the comparison. Oh, like Prison Tycoon. I've never played Prison Tycoon. I used to play a lot of the Tycoon games whenever I was younger. But this one is definitely a really cool game, and it's, I don't know, it's got some good style and everything to it that I enjoy. Now this game, you can get it through Introversion's website. I'll put a link down in the description below. The base package starts off at $30 for this game. It's a little bit more expensive on the expensive side when it comes to, you know, indie game titles that are coming out. But I want you guys to check it out, and I want you guys to get your own opinion from it on here. Now, I started up a, actually I will go through and start a create new prison. Now, you can do two different ways. You have, whenever you're starting a new prison with this game, they have a little introduction video kind of gameplay, but you don't learn anything. The one thing that's biggest about this game is it kind of throws you in, and you're going to be absolutely terrible at this game for a while. I haven't even actually gotten really that great at it, but it's a fun game, and I wanted to show it off, and so you guys can get your guys' opinion on what you think of the game, and if you'd like to see me do some more plays for it. So, starting off, create new prison. After you get through with the little intro tutorial series, you have different prison size, small, medium, and large. And then you have two options. One, you can have the Fog of War, which you will lose visibility on the insides of your prison buildings unless you have guards patrolling the area or CCTV cameras covering the area. And then you have continuous intake. With continuous intake on, which is default on, you will receive a random number of new prisoners every day, forever. If disabled, new prisoners will only arrive when you have spare capacity for them, i.e. empty cells. For this first video, we can start off, and I like doing it with the continuous intake because it's like super fast-paced, but I'm going to turn off the continuous intake so you guys can actually kind of get a view of how things work. And honestly, when you're starting off a new game, it might be a little better to start off with this kind of not having continuous intake of prison. So I'm going to turn that off so I can show you guys, get you guys a little bit of an introduction to the game before just plummeting right in and being like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing, which tends to happen. Let's see, you can't name the prison or anything like that, so we're going to go ahead and hit play. Now, first things first, you have like this unlimited zoom in. You can pause the game with the space bar, and then you have your speed. You can speed it up just to regular, you know, normal speed, double speed, and then the full fast speed. Right now we're going to turn it off, kind of get a layout of the screen, what's on the screen. So over here you see you have a big clock. It shows what time of day it is, AM and PM. You have this button right here, which is actually your lockdown button, so you can lock down the prison. When you lock down the prison, it goes full gray, letting you know, hey, it's locked down. But then also underneath here, whenever it's regularly going, it says what time of day it is, basically, what their schedule is. And you can control that schedule right down here with your reports button. But before that, you have a to-do list up here in the top left-hand corner, and this is this can be moved around, which is actually pretty nice that you can move it around wherever you want to on the screen. You have your balance up top, your costs per day, $800, $1,500 per day, and that kind of goes through with labor and for your regular costs for your staff. Over here on the bottom left-hand corner, you have your foundation, which you can do buildings or bulldoze. You have your materials, so you can build these areas out, and you have different materials with there, from everything from dirt, paving stone, grass, gravel, so on and so forth. You have your rooms, and this is how you tell basically what rooms are the buildings that you set up. Now we'll go over that when we start building in here. Objects, and this is where you have your beds, your toilets, tables, chairs, everything in here that would go into the prison. Utilities gets you an underground view, so you can actually have your utilities view. Your staff that you have on here, and so right now you have 8 workmen. You don't have anybody else, just 8 workmen. And then 911 is for to call fire engines, because the prisoners will set guard or set fire to your prison, which is no good. Clone, I haven't messed with that yet. Deployment, haven't messed with that yet. And you have your bureaucracy, which to get your bureaucracy going, you have to have a warden, and then you have to tell him to start researching different things. This is still an alpha game. It's alpha version 5 is the game that the one that I'm running right now. And so, I mean, there still are bugs, and that's one thing, you know, with alpha version games, with, you know, betas and stuff like that, you're still going to have bugs in the games. But this is a really cool game, and I wanted to show it off. So, last but not least on here, we have our reports button over here on the bottom right. With the reports button, you can see the staff that you have. It has different tabs. So you have your staff, guard, staff administration, prisoners, shows who the prisoners are, jobs, needs, and then for that you need a psychologist to prepare that report. Regime, need a warden, and then you have grants. This is where you can get extra grants so that you have a bigger balance, because you'll run out of this $10,000 or whatever it is really quick. And then finance, you'll need an accountant, and valuations, you'll need an accountant to prepare that report too. So, lots of stuff to talk about with this game, but we're going to go ahead and get started in here and just start up the game so you can kind of see what's going on. Now, not having it to where it's got a constant, you know, continuous inboarding of prisoners, we'll get to kind of see what's going on here a little bit easier than usual. The prisoners typically, they'll get dropped off right here in this area, and so the deliveries area and stuff like that, they'll get dropped off right in here. Right now, you're going to see that the workers are going to pull off all of the materials to start building. And you can kind of hear them talking and grunting and working whenever they work. So, good little start off. And this intro video might just be kind of like a familiarization with this. The next one, I actually like having that super fast-paced ridiculousness of continuous characters, prisoners coming in. But we'll go ahead and get started. Start with reading the CEO letter. Dear Sir and Madam, congratulations on completing your basic introduction, your induction. You are now a fully qualified prison architect, which basically the induction was like, okay, this is some, you know, idea of how to set up the game, and that's about it. Soon you'll be designing, building, and running your own prison, starting from nothing. Let's pause that while we're reading. Before we get started, I thought I might share some important lessons with you. One, every prison needs a warden. He should be one of your first hires. Build him a nice office, and he'll open up a whole new range of advanced facilities with via the bureaucracy system. Two, individual jail cells are expensive, especially early on when funds are very tight. Save money by starting with a single large holding cell, which can be shared between many prisoners at once. 3, get your kitchen and canteen up and running before the first prisoners show up, and be sure to hire some cooks. Nothing irritates a prisoner more than an empty stomach. 4, many items require a water connection. Water is provided by a water pump station, and pipes are built in the utilities view. Use small pipes to connect individual items together, then use large pipes to connect back to the station. Small pipes can only carry water so far before they lose pressure. That's about everything. Good luck, the CEO, Prison Architect Corps. P.S. Share tips with fellow architects at www.prison-architect.com. Awesome. Doesn't really help us a whole lot. So we're going to go ahead and delete that. And we're going to go ahead and pull some grants. Let's get a basic administration, basic detention center grant going through it first. You don't want to get way too many of these because then it can kind of get fun. And so it goes in and gives you this little checklist of what to do. There's 8 things on this to-do list. First, build a holding cell, or you can do them in any order, but build a holding cell, a shower, a yard, kitchen, canteen, and hire at least 2 guards and 2 chefs or cooks. I started looking for chefs yesterday when I was trying. I'm like, there's no chefs. It's cooks. So, sorry, I busted up my knuckle whenever I was grabbing a soda earlier. Old soda grabbing instance. Busted up my knuckle pretty bad. Let me crack open this here soda pop. Delectable. And let's get started in here. Now, The materials menu, you can go through in here and set out your walls and everything like that, but these don't have roofs on them whenever you set these up, so you really need to do a lot of your building with the foundation tool. So we're going to click on the foundation tool right here, and let's build a basic setup. Let's see, one, how many is this? This is 3. I do wish they had a grid view. So we'll start right here. And it does tell you what, how big of an area you're building. We'll put that out. So that's a 9 by 14 or 14 by 9. We're going to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. That is 14 by 9. And let's also build brick walls. Actually, we'll do concrete walls right here. And right here. Is that gonna work? It's so, like, knowing how I've played this in the past and just completely had, you know, hell breaking loose, I kind of let's just do this. Right, foundation. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Requires an entrance, so that's where we go over here to our objects. And I hate looking for these on here. I wish they were alphabetical. Large jail door. Actually, let's just go for a jail door. Use R to rotate. And bam. Now one other thing we're going to do here is we're going to grab materials and put up another door right here. And you'll see them get to work. They'll start bringing everything out here. Let's go back over here and we'll do what? Concrete wall? Yeah. So you see these guys start to get to work. Now, like I said, having it set up to where you don't have the continuous inflow. If you had continuous inflow of prisoners, already up at the top you would have a list over here and it would say, okay, you got like 48 hours starting off with till your prisoners get there. So that's where, you know, pausing it really does work. The one thing is I do wish that pausing it, if you listen to pausing it, you can still hear them working, even though they're not doing anything. That's one thing I wish that they would fix. Like if you pause it, no sounds going crazy. Alright, close that so we don't have anything selected. Now we're going to click on this one. We're going to left click on this jail door. And you can have options for it. Since that door's already there, you can say, okay, doors for everyone, doors for staff, staff only, or doors for nobody. We're going to put that one for staff only. And this one for staff only. That way only staff can get in and out of it. Now, prisoners, if there's somebody that goes inside that door, another prisoner can get out during that point in time. But we will deal with that whenever we get there, pretty much. And this is one thing that I've kind of noticed is that if you build up, you know, a little safe door, you're less likely to get the prisoners out. And also this fence right here, we're going to build this so that they will get that fence going, because your prisoners, I've had so many breakouts from prison, just because I didn't have a fence right there. The prisoners are going to stay right here and in here pretty much, and the people will be able to walk through this fence, or should be able to. I don't know, we'll see. We could put objects, we could put a door right here. Yeah, let's do that on either side. I'll put a staff only. Just for S&Gs, make it look all, you know, comfortable and whatnot. Alright. Staff only. Boom, staff only, and boom, staff only. Alright, so it's saying right now that we need power. And first let's finish designing out these rooms. Objects. Jail door. Nope, large jail door. Alright. They're going to pick up that stuff. Now, to make that a holding cell, we'll do that here in a second. But right now, we need to also go over here. And on this side, we'll do foundation. And you'll see how they add on to it. And it kind of can be confusing a little bit. Like I said, this is why you want to start off with... learning the game without any, you know, massive intake of prisoners. Make this a little bit faster. So these guys are really working. We got no time limit. We got no prisoners coming in, so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now we'll go materials, brick wall. And you'll see why I, can you just change that out like that? Should be able to. Alright, rooms, objects. We'll make this a jail door. I use the jail doors just because they're a bit more secure. Once again, staff only. It's going to save you in the long run. Utilities, we're going to add a power station in right here. And right here, we're going to add a water pump. And you'll see they'll add that. me. Alright, so we have power. And right now, the only thing that the power station is powering, really, is itself and these lights that it's connected to. So if we go into the utilities view, you can see that it's powering these lights that it's connected to. But you also need to power the water pump. When you're on the left-hand side right here, wish I could not select something. You see that they're adding cable to it, and it's connecting to the little lights. That's what these little dots are, is the little lights that it's connected to. But just connecting it to that water pump station really ate up a lot of that juice. So for that, you need to add these capacitors. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Another $3,000 right there, just, you know, taken out. While we're at it, because we're going to start really adding in, I don't want to have to come back here. You'll see them add these through here. And there's only, the electrical cable, there's only one kind of electrical cable. You don't have smaller ones. With the water pipes, you have the small pipe and the large pipe. The electrical cable, you need to just kind of get these as they are. So we're going to run one of these up to here. We'll also run one of them, actually. And you can go to utilities, or go out of, if you hit any button again, here on the bottom, it'll go out of that view. And you can see that that one line has enough length or stretch, you know, to be able to pull all these. You can see that it's connected to all these different little cables. So it's not bad. Alright, so these guys, the workmen, they're out there and they're just got their little lights on. Now for the outside, you can do a couple different things. One, you can go to materials here and you have all your different paving stones and stuff like that, and they say what they do. This is an outdoor only stone right here on the bottom. It increases the walking speed to fast. It also does have a cost of $10 per square. But, you know, it's good stuff to go. The concrete tiles also does the same thing. $10 per square, walk fast speed, and you can do that on inside or out. It doesn't matter. So for right now, let's add these right here. Once these guys get to work. Alright, and then also in objects you have different things like sprinklers, which is the sprinklers for fire, so when they start fires it doesn't go crazy. And you notice they're not providing much light. I don't know if they have any juice going to them. No, they don't. So let's go ahead and we'll pull one straight up the front right here. Go on, little workers. So, got some decent light. Light, and dismantle or dump. Alright. So, good look so far, right? But we don't have any of these sets done yet. For that, we are going to go and add one more thing. And this is all preemptive. You guys are saying, just build it already, just build it already. It's, you kind of have to, ta-ta. You don't want to jump right into getting something built and then it turns out it's crap, which happens. Alright, so the reason why we're doing that is so we're going to add a jail door right here in the middle, right here in the middle, and then we're also going to add metal detectors. Alright. Now, going back in the utilities view, the metal detectors require their own little power supply to them. So we're going to go like this. See, look at that. Efficiency. Let's make this staff only on this door and on this door. Are you stuck? What's going on? Okay. Now pick up y'all's materials. Alright, we have this little area right here, a 3x3. Let's make this nice. We're going to make this gel pretty nice. Rooms. Detector, weights, bench, nope. Window, jail door, right there. Buddy. Alright, shower head. And drains. The reason why I put 3 right there is because the drains block the water and they'll go right outside the door. It's ridiculous. Alright, and as soon as we put those shower heads up, it's saying, hey, they need water. And then we'll put the drains in there. So let's go over here, and while they're doing the drains, we'll pull this water. Add these water pipes right here. So there you can see our little water system. It connects. You have to have this main line providing the power, and then this water will provide the power for the sprinklers. Once it connects it, boom, they have water now. It's solid, not flashing, so that's good to go. Let's check on this. So no problems with the repair or anything like that. And that one, I want to say, just provides, you know, water for every bit. So, let's see, rooms, we're going to go through and we're going to make this room right here a shower. Boom, that's a shower room. And, is that connected? I guess it's connected. Drain, drain, that one sees it as a light. Let's dismantle the light. Alright. Dump. This I'm not sure, because it's got this little, like, it looks like it's a little bug or a little glitch, or it's not working right through there. So we're going to get them to, okay. Now we have the drain. Now it should work. But the only way to test that is with prisoners. So we have the shower. That's off of our checklist. So rooms, we're going to go back to holding cell. We're going to make this, this, and this a holding cell. Alright, now, whenever it's this little exclamation right here, it's saying for this room to be fully, you know, set out as the holding cell, it requires a toilet and a bench. So we're going to go over here to Objects, and Bench. I'll set this up right here. Another one right here. One right here. One right here. And then toilets, because, you know, gotta have toilets in this prison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these toilets will also need a water source, so we'll actually we'll drag that out from over there. Let's also add in a bookshelf, just so they don't get too restless and crazy. Now our utilities, we'll need to add that. Alright, and we have our holding cell. Now this one doesn't start off, you don't get prisoners coming in until you have cells. So a holding cell is not really efficient in this game. I wish they would have considered that as, you know, a holding cell for the prisoners. But you can kind of see what we're doing on this point for the game. You kind of build everything up. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So give you guys a good idea of what's going on with it, and on the next episode we'll actually start with a prison where we have continuous intake of prisoners. Okay, so make sure you guys join me next time. If you do like this video or this game, you want me to keep producing more, make sure you like, comment, and you know, subscribe. Like and comment on this video, give me a thumbs up, let me know that you guys do like what we're doing here and wanted to see more about this game. So until next time, guys, I'm DreamReaver23 saying game happy, and make sure you guys go and check out Prison Architect at the link down in the description below. Bye, guys.